I am a college student in Fresno City College. What brought me was my addiction to cocaine and alcohol.
So I'm 57 years old. I went to college here. I went to Fresno State, worked in the corporate finance world. Well, I was actually referred by another treatment center to TLC. This person thought I'd be a good fit with Todd and the TLC program, and it ended up working out that way.
I'm 71 years old. I worked for the City of Fresno Building Department for 32 years. Friends, my wife, people recognized that I was drinking too much. I didn't realize it, but then I came to the point where I admitted to myself that I needed help. I need to go in and go to rehab again.
I'm 27 years old. I work for the Zachary Horton Foundation, which is for overdose prevention. While I was struggling with a pretty serious drinking problem, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I had tried to get sober on my own a couple times. Nothing worked, and so I had a friend who was going to this program, and he had recommended at least calling Todd and seeing kind of if this was something that would work for me.
They would notice all the money that they were missing, all the bottles that they were missing, and they had to confront me why I was doing all these things. And so I just had to confront, I'm back to using again. And, they just gave me, two options. I could either continue this path and live somewhere else, or I can get the help and they would support me. My mom called up TLC and brought me in, and that's when I met Todd. And I was just very nervous of what was gonna happen. But I was, in the back of my mind, I was ready to see what this program was about. Of course, just like probably anybody else who checks into rehab for the first time is very nervous, very anxious about what's gonna happen and how the program's gonna be. I've come in here pretty riled up. For I don't know what reason, I'd wake up and just be in a real bad mood and come in, and I know that he would know that I'm in a bad mood, and days I would just kind of blow up to people for no reason, and he just pulled me to the side and he would just really be there for me. He was really caring, really very attentive to listening to me. There were times I even cried in front of him, in front of the other counselors, and they were there just holding me, making sure that I was in the right headspace. So I'd say Todd for sure, and some of the people that I met while I was in here, some great people that helped me through.
So my intake was with Todd. Coming to recovery is a very awkward, difficult thing to do. Todd did the intake, talked to me, made me feel comfortable. If it wasn't for my level of comfort at TLC and my level of comfort with Todd, I don't know if I even would have come back. You also have all the resources at your fingertips as well. So for me, it was a very good balance between hands-on comfort and still big enough to have all the tools to be successful in recovery. So it worked out very well for me.
I'd been in a recovery program two times before, so I kind of knew what to expect when I got in. It's kind of the same thing, except this one was accelerated, much better than the other organizations that I attended before, and I really liked it and got a lot out of this program. This one was really a lot better, a lot more involved, much more fun.
My first thought was I was pretty upset that I had to go to a treatment center and that I was actually putting myself in a drug and alcohol rehab program. Right away, it felt very welcoming, and I felt very at home, and it was a very comforting experience. I still tell people that Todd I love that man. He's the one who got me sober. I would say Lindsay Miller has also been a big person for me as well. Laura was a really great help as well. She calmed me down at points when I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to continue doing this. So they've been very helpful.
I have been here for 7 years. I started out as a volunteer, and then I moved into a part-time position, and then just kept moving up where they call me the receptionist, but I do a little bit of everything. I wear a few different hats. When I see one of the clients come in and go through the IOP program or one of our crisis group program, and they get it, and I see them a year later and they're still sober, or they've learned how to say no as a codependent needs to do.
So I'm an LPCC, licensed professional clinical counselor, and so I deal with all of the intakes, intaking new clients, and I do individual sessions with all of the clients weekly or every other week. I help lead some of the groups as well. I think something I'm most proud of is just helping clients make a total life change. Like when they come in, a lot of times they're coming in really struggling with life, substance abuse, mental health, a lot of trauma. And it's great to see such a quick kind of shift in their thinking and in their lifestyle, and when they get plugged in and feel connected to the group, and you really start to see them transform before your eyes.
My name is Bree, and I am the administrative director here at TLC. I kind of play a lot of roles, mostly working side by side with Todd daily to create new practices and policies and implement those into our program. I'm very heavily involved in day-to-day aspects of TLC and making sure that we're a fine-oiled machine. I'm also in the accounting department as well as HR. So like I said, I wear a lot of hats around here, but I love it. I think one of the things that makes me most proud of working for Total Life Change is watching somebody come in here on their first day and then watching them leave on their last. The change in spirit and dynamic and family dynamics and watching them come in here alone sometimes or by themselves and leave with their families and fill these rooms with laughter and love that they didn't have when they first walked in the doors is probably one of the most incredible experiences from working here.
So my name is Todd Harris. I am the founder and CEO of Total Life Change. A little bit about myself. I myself am a Fresno native. Dad was a principal for 40 years, elementary principal here in the Valley. Mom's a teacher. I have an older sister and 2 younger brothers. Grew up in the Valley. I think that this particular Valley is really sensitive to having a socioeconomic just swath of people that suffer from a lot of hurts, habits, and hang-ups, and they don't know where to go to find help. And so I have set up Total Life Change Corporation to do just that. You know, if someone's looking to start finding help for themselves, no matter what their hurt, habit, or hang-up is, the funny thing about my occupation is you don't make it to my office on a winning streak. People don't come in here because they got everything together. Well, let me tell you, no one's got it all together. But here's what we do come in with a sense of willingness. The hardest thing to do in life is ask for help. And when you ask for help, we're here waiting to help you. You gotta want it. If you don't want it, then it's not time yet. But if you want it, if you're willing, we're willing to help you.